everyone, in this video I have filmed this very neutral coloured cut crease and I've gone into a lot of detail on how to achieve this look. So if you're a beginner, this is the tutorial to follow and hopefully it will help you achieve the perfect cut crease. So if you like what you see, then please keep watching. So I'm just going to put down some of my Maybelline Fit Me concealer to use as a base for my eyeshadow. I'm then going to set that concealer using my Rimmel Stay Matte translucent powder. So the first shade I'm going to be taking is this light brown shade here from my Huda Beauty palette on this big fluffy blending brush. I'm starting to gently blend this backwards and forwards. I'm hardly putting any pressure onto the brush when I do this. I just keep going back in, taking the tiniest bit on my brush and just gently blending that backwards and forwards as I want to build up the colour. But if we go in too quickly with too much product, it's going to be harder for us to blend. When we feel we've built up the colour enough and that's nice and blended, I'm going to take this darkest shade here from my Imagination palette called Sorry Not Sorry on a more precise crease brush. Again, tapping off the excess and going backwards and forwards using a very light hand. But we're just taking that a tiny bit further down in my crease than I did the first time, and I'm also patting that on to the outer corner. Once we've built up the desired colour with that shade, I'm going to take this dark brown shade in my Juvia's Place Mini Masquerade palette on a very small brush, and again taking that even further down in my crease. If you've got hooded eyes like me, where this bit of skin comes over the eyelid, it's important to make sure you're taking this darkest colour over the hood, otherwise we're going to put it on but this piece of skin is going to cover it and we're not going to see it. So we're just making sure that we're going above that and just add in as much of this colour as you want to add a bit of extra definition into the crease, and also taking this colour onto the outer third of the eyelid. If you feel like the eyeshadow is not blended out enough, you can go in with the first fluffy brush and a tiny bit of the first colour and just blend together using them backwards and forwards and circular motions. Cut creases do take time, blending does take time, but for the best look and to achieve the best, you've just got to take that time and be really patient with your blending. Now is for the hardest part, which is actually cutting the crease, and I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Fit Me concealer to do this on this very flat square brush, and the flatter the brush is, the easier I find it. The brush does make a massive difference when doing cut creases. It really helps if the brush is very precise and very flat. I'm just making sure I've got lots of concealer on that brush because it is a lot easier when there's lots of product compared to if you've hardly got any product on that brush. Right, what I'm going to do is taking that concealer straight into the centre, and then I'm going to look up, and where that concealer stamps is where we want to cut our crease to. Again, we want this cut crease above the hood, otherwise we're not going to see the cut crease. So just gently stamping and then dragging down. Again, make sure you take your time and be patient with this step, because if you try rush it, it will go wrong. Taking the last brush we used, this really small precise brush, and the tiniest bit of the darkest shade, and we're going to blend that concealer in with the eyeshadow, and we're just taking the tiniest littlest wiggling motions to do this. Take my Huda Beauty palette again and take this light skin coloured shade to set the concealer that I've used to cut my crease. Just gently packing that on, and make sure that you don't press this above where you've cut, to try and make sure the line is as sharp as possible, but it doesn't matter if you do. You can always, if you're not happy with your cut crease, you can always put the eyeshadow on again and cut the crease again until you get your desired look. And then once I've done that, I'm picking up this same brush again and a tiny bit of the darkest brown we took again, and then just taking tiny little backwards and forwards wiggling motions to make sure it is fully blended together. Once I'm happy with that eyeshadow, I'm going to highlight my inner corner and my brow bone. I'm going to be taking the Urban Decay Naked Illuminated highlighter. I'm just going to pat that into my inner corner and also along my brow bone. Obviously for this look, you can use any brown shades that you own. You don't have to have the 3 palettes I have. I just picked those 3 brown shades because I liked them. So this look is, anybody can do it with whatever makeup they own. So now I'm going to move on to doing my eyelashes. So this is the finished look, and I hope this video was helpful to anyone who is new to cut crease, and I hope you found some of the tips that I shared helpful. If you do like this video, please subscribe to my channels and give the video a thumbs up. It really helps me out, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.